That again. Hey, everybody, Joel and Jeremy here. It is March already, and this is the games of the month for March Madness. As this newsletter comes out, this video comes out in the newsletter, the wrestlers are on the meet. You got boys hockey coming up next week. You got girls and boys basketball. March is a fun month here in Minnesota.
It's the best. I mean, it's a great one nationally too, right? You know, from college, to high school. And, when we talk about March Madness, obviously you've got seniors who are, coming to the end of careers. And for a lot of them might be 10 to 12 years of playing competitive basketball, that coming to an end. But, Joel, is there really anything better? Even we all want to get to state and get down there. But, Joel, you've had the privilege, I've had the privilege of calling a lot of games in March, in packed tiny gyms, right? Where you've got two teams, battling it out. There really is nothing better. I love this time of year. I'm a basketball guy, probably second to baseball, but I'm a basketball guy too. And this is a lot of fun.
Well, I know you're not a puck person, but I'm going to give a shout out to the boys hockey tournament next week, which I think is one of the top 5 high school tournaments in all of the country. Is the boy when you sell out the XL Energy Center for a bunch of high school games, that's pretty cool.
It's really cool. And I mean that, Minnesota's known as the state of hockey. I mean, that's one of the things. And I think you hit, you might even be not giving it enough praise. Joel, it might not be top 5 state tournaments in all of the country. It might be the best. I mean, there's really nothing quite like the Minnesota State High School Hockey Tournament. And it's always fun to follow along. And, we hear about teams outstate Minnesota coming to kind of take on some of the big boys. It's a lot of fun. And it's something, it's one of those things that, that there's that old saying that it always delivers, right? Well, it does. The state high school hockey tournament always delivers no matter what.
Well, and speaking of always delivering, 2 things that always deliver. You always get some pretty good basketball coming up at the, especially on the floor at the barn. And number 2, you'll get a snowstorm during the basketball tournament as well. So the two for sure things that we're going to predict in March right here.
We got to, right? Especially coming off, we had those cold spells and, we haven't got much snow. So it almost seems like it's inevitable, right? That's kind of like, the coming and goings of the season. If you don't get a good snowstorm during one of the state high school league basketball tournaments, we're doing something wrong. So we're expecting something. It's like I always say when we get to August, for like a Region 7 tournament or something, we've got to have bad weather 1 or 2 days just to kind of put things in flux, right?
There you go. And you mentioned baseball, so we're going to end on a warm note because a holiday comes up at the end of March. March 27th, opening day for Major League Baseball. Our Twins take on the St. Louis Cardinals opening day, and you can hear all of the Twins games on KGLB. Now, I know they didn't do a ton of moves, but I'm hoping that that's okay, and we got a good Twin season coming here.
I think the big thing, can we stay healthy? One, and I mean both in the lineup, and then I mean with our pitching staff. I think that, with what you were able to discover last year with Bailey Ober, we know that Ryan was out. You still got Pablo there. I mean, the rotation looks pretty good, and I think that the rotation can compete with anyone in the Central Division. It's going to be, that lineup is a little bit thin, and we know that there's a history of injuries, whether it be to Correa, to White, to Buxton. So can we keep that core dynamic, can keep them healthy? And, it's always kind of a feeling out process. You want to get through April, move into May, and give yourself a chance. You don't want to get yourself behind the 8 ball. And, hey, it's baseball season, Joel. It means spring is on the horizon. The next time you and I are doing this, flowers might be blooming, grass might be greening, and I might even have a pitching wedge in my hand. I might do the next one from a golf course. So it's a fun time of year to wrap up this winter sports season and to move into baseball. I'm looking forward to it.
Well, if you're doing one from a golf course, then I'm going to do the same show from a golf course too.
Let's do it. All right, we've got it. We're settled.
Right.
That's where we're going to be next month.
There you go. For folks out there, again, check out the website, kduz.com, carpradio.com, and kglb1310.com. Complete broadcast schedules each and every week right there. And Jeremy and I will we'll join you next week from a next month from a golf course.
Can't wait.